Well, hello everyone. My name is Mark Thielen, music director of the Imperial Symphony, and we're doing a series called Meet the Musicians, which is a series of interviews with some of our ISO musicians. And today, oh man, I've known this gal for so many years. Her name is Jennifer Stahl, and she's our principal oboist. And she's just a delight to be the conductor of and a friend of as well. And we've talked so much during the years, and I can always count on her. I'm never usually in your face too much, am I, at rehearsal? Because
No.
I figured she can take care of her own self. And sometimes I was thinking about, I think maybe our last rehearsal series, sometimes she does make a big blunder, but she'll look at me and she'll go, oh, sorry, and I'll go, so it's a lot of fun. The nonverbal communication sometimes in rehearsal is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So Jen, I know you have a family at home. Tell us about your family a little bit.
Well, my husband Keith works in IT at Publix, so he's been home every day. He's working from home, so he's on conference calls. Then my daughter is 12. She's here. She's at Magnolia Montessori and takes dance with Florida Dance Theater. So she'll be in another room on the laptop doing assignments or taking Skype dance lessons. And then I'm hiding out somewhere giving oboe lessons or teaching. I'm a music teacher at Magnolia Montessori as well. So we're just trying to find our spots, in the house.
It's like learning a new language to
it is
online and do things online. Now your husband would not have that much of a problem because
no, this is old hat to him.
Right, yeah.
With my daughter Hannah, and like I was saying earlier that the kids seem to be adjusting to this a lot easier than the teachers. They're like they're used to being online all the time, and,
right.
And we're having to adjust.
Yeah, I know. Whenever I have a computer problem, or Tracy and I have a computer problem, Audra's still at home here. She's a nurse, but she's at home, living at home, and we call her, or we call the local 5-year-old because they'll know. They seem to know a lot more than we'll ever know about computers, and so
right.
So you guys are doing fine.
Yeah, we're doing fine. Just staying busy, riding bikes, playing games, and watching movies.
Good.
Trying to stay entertained.
Right. Now, one of the interesting things about you, and actually so many people in the orchestra, you're kind of a Lakeland gal through and through. Were you born in Lakeland?
Yes, I'm actually a 7th generation Floridian.
Wow.
So yeah, my family, I'm an all Britain, and that's a big, Florida family.
Cool. And I kind of remember you a little bit from junior high, not so much junior high, but high school I began to know of you.
Mm-hmm.
You were Jennifer Vetter.
Uh-huh.
And so you were at Southwest Junior. Was it junior high or was it middle school back then?
Junior high.
Junior high, okay. And you had that terrific band there. Were you with Frank House?
I was with Frank House. That's when I first started oboe, and I was lucky. I mean, we were so lucky during that time that Southwest was, they were going to the Midwest convention all the time and winning all these awards. And then when I went to high school, I had Jack Crew. It was another, we'd have 20 kids make all-state band, each year from our school. So
you were blessed, to say the least, with the director.
Very blessed.
Now, were you there with John Carmichael too, or?
He left the year before I went to high school.
Right. Well, you were still in good hands with Jack. I know that.
Oh yes.
What a wonderful man. Of course, he passed away. I'm not sure, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but I just listened to Jack about music, and he was so good at what he did, and so
yes, he was.
He still missed. So we still have Jack Crew stories. I know we all do.
We all have Jack Crew stories.
So you started in the 7th grade, or
yes.
Now, were you oboe from the very beginning?
Yes, I was.
Okay, now, kids, it's at least joining the band. You're probably talking about flute, clarinet, trumpet. Why the oboe?
I wanted a challenge. I don't know. I just, there were only 4 of us that wanted to play oboe. He was only going to pick 2. So I thought, I want to play something different, something that not everybody else wants to play. My dad wanted me to play trumpet. He was a trumpet player. My mom wanted me to play flute, and I don't know, I just kind of wanted to do my own thing, and I'm glad I was able to pick up the oboe.
Well, we are certainly glad too. It's still a challenging instrument, I bet.
Yes.
Right.
Before we met, I'm like warming up, making sure the reed works. One thing, I do a lot of gigs with Josh Dampier, who plays violin, and a lot of times we'll sit next to each other, and he's like, "You're just constantly messing with your reeds and making sure there's no spit." And he'll just sit like this, play, and then sit back down.
Yeah, it's nice. Do you make your own reeds, Jen?
Not anymore. I did for a long time, and then I found a guy that makes reeds that I just love. So,
Okay. And what people may not know is that with oboes and bassoons, the best reeds a lot of players do make their own reeds as you used to, but
mhm.
then you find a guy, it's kind of like not a drug dealer, but a reed dealer.
It is, yeah.
But that doesn't mean that during rehearsal or in between rehearsals or you're not shaving on reeds and all that kind of stuff. So you
Right.
those deadly tools that your tool kit, and you have your water thing, and it's a high maintenance instrument, unlike
It really is.
beer.
And you don't want to mess with double reed players because we're always carrying a knife. So,
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh man. So then what about college?
Florida Southern
Okay, Florida Southern.
with Don McLaurin. That was a great experience. Just what I loved about college was that I was playing all the time, like all day, every day. Because when I finally graduated, I was like, wait a minute, I don't have, 5 rehearsals in one day. It was like all of a sudden I was playing as much. I loved being able to play that much in college.
Yeah, sure. And so with the virus, have you lost a lot of gigs and things?
Oh, yes, everything just stopped because once they announced that school was out for Polk County schools, which I think was the 19th of March,
Yep.
I was supposed to have gigs starting that Sunday. Well, everything just
Yeah,
was canceled, immediately. So,
I'm sure. But I know you were going to probably play the Vivaldi Gloria at First Pres. I don't know if you're going to do that one or not, but that was in March.
no, I don't think I was doing that one. I was doing something with Southeastern and a bunch of other things.
I know. I think we all suffered that, and that's just the way it is. But it's so we will survive, and we'll be back, and so we look forward to that in every way. So
Definitely.
you're going to play a little bit for us,
Yes.
and what are you going to play?
Well, I've just been kind of going back to old school and going into the Fairling etude book and just to keep my technique up. And so I was just going to play one of these little etudes.
So tell me about an etude, because I'm hoping people are listening who've maybe never heard the word etude.
Oh, yeah. So, you get in this book, it goes, a slow etude and then a fast etude, and the slow just back and forth, but it helps to just build up embouchure technique.
What do you mean now? What do you mean by embouchure?
Hmm?
Embouchure? What's the?
Oh, definitely.
What is the embouchure? People want to know what's an embouchure.
Oh, the embouchure is my mouth, what I'm doing with it. Like if I just blow straight through an oboe, like.
And no two instruments in the woodwind or the brass section are exactly alike as far as embouchure is concerned. Because now, is there a little bit of difference in the English horn and the oboe as far as embouchure?
It's maybe
Is it a relaxation more on the English horn because it's
slightly. You need it's more open air, whereas with you got this tiny little.
sure.
There's more back pressure.
Right. Okay.
So,
Yeah, there's so many subtleties in every instrument, and
oh,
which makes
that's crazy.
I tell it, listen, there is no easy instrument. I don't care what it is. It can be the triangle, and you listen to
Right.
talk about triangle, and they go on for hours talking about it.
There are nuances to everything that.
We all are weird in our own way, believe me, with our instruments. All right, so go ahead and play your etude, and we'll enjoy
Okay.
it. That has quite a range to it. What's the high note?
An F.
An F, okay.
Down to low B. We go down to low B flat,
Right,
but
right. So you don't
this
find
keeps
high
my
end
chops up.
in the literature that much, at least in the orchestra literature, do you?
Not so much.
Pretty rare, yeah. Okay.
Likes to write high for us.
Right. Well, I appreciate you taking the time, Jen. You spoke of Josh Dampier. Actually, he's coming up I have him in about an hour. I'm going to interview him. So
Oh, good.
he's probably
Tell him
like,
I said hello.
I will. So we look forward, hopefully, God willing, we have the cookie and the Mask of Zorro planned, and hopefully we'll see each other again in rehearsal and concert.
I know. Well, it's good to see your face and hear your voice.
Take care. You and your family stay safe.
Okay, you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.